Hello Internet, my name is Max7238 and welcome back to the Tower of Purgatory. We've actually made quite a bit of progress. Today I'm planning on going through, what is this, floor 4? And possibly even floor 5. Now that I've actually got some real power behind what I'm doing, I can kind of screw around a bit and actually still get things done. I only went through 2 rooms? Jeez, I thought I went through more than that. Alright, there is something that I wanted to kind of address that I forgot to talk about before. I think I, briefly mentioned it in one episode and then didn't go over it anymore. And that is actually, the idea of projectiles, like travel time and that sort of thing in games. And as it relates to this game. I think the most, what would I say? High profile? I think the most high profile game that I can think of that is a good example of this concept is Warframe. In Warframe there are projectile based and hit scan based weapon types. You can have a weapon that shoots bolts out of a pistol, for example, and those bolts will have a short travel time, but they'll also have an arc, because you can just shoot enemies behind cover because it's a first person shooter. And then there's weapons like, for example, sniper rifles, where the projectile supposedly travels so fast that there's no need to compensate and it's just instant. And so the second you pull the trigger, the game checks and makes sure that what you're shooting at is actually an enemy, wherever your cursor is. And if the enemy is within that crosshair, then they get hit. End of story. And this game sort of has some of that. There are some things, like the shotgun, for example, is quote-unquote hit scan. There's no travel time to those bullets. Whereas I think the howitzer is one that has travel time. The rifle has travel time, although it's faster. Some of it might not be so noticeable. Others of it is very, very noticeable. It's one of the reasons why I don't like the bow guns too much, because they tend to have a pretty long travel time, and it's easy for enemies to just kind of leisurely, yeah, you see that? I'm just casually walking to the side, and I can dodge the howitzer, but the rifle is fast enough that it can keep up. What you got for me? What you got for me? Ah, another howitzer. Yeah. Also, you'll notice from before, this floor is shaping up to be much larger than previously. That's going to be a common theme. Oh yeah, there's another sort of a common thing in games. If I'm attacking and I get hit, I take more damage. I just remember that when I tried to shoot that guy with the howitzer on my chest, and then he hit me with his needle gun and took out half my health. Yeah, those needle guns are pretty ridiculous. Again, I'm not a fan, even though I probably... Oh geez, those are grenades. Okay. Another weapon type we've run into. The rockets, my howitzer, grenades. Those weapons will all basically cause enemies to heat up with the explosion. And so they are partially heat, partially impact, or they are partially bullet, partially impact. The howitzer and I believe the railgun are partially bullet, partially impact. As is the shotgun, obviously. Yeah. There we go. Oh man, did he just give me his assault rifle? I believe he just gave me his assault rifle. That is going to be replacing my shotgun post-haste. Did I just say post-haste? Jeez. Okay, cool. Just him. That's weird. Usually larger rooms have more enemies. What a disappointment. And by disappointment, I mean relief, because I'm almost out of ammo. Ooh! Ooh, boy! Okay, how about this? Let's just, secure a safe passage, why don't we? I do not want to lose this stuff. Alright. We just found one of my favorite weapon types. Oh, we totally did. It's a downgraded version of it, but it's an assault rifle nonetheless. Very nice. See, this is what I needed all that time. This is what I wanted. Actual progress and actual weapons. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yes, I might be more powerful, but I failed to take into account the fact that the, you know, floors are much larger. Yeah, look at the ammo count on this thing, 200. It should fire in bursts, if I remember correctly. I would certainly hope I remember correctly. Or at least remember the weapon's name. There are two classes of assault rifle in this game. I can't remember what the base form of the other type is. But, ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! And I have 200 bullets of that. Now you can see why I had one of those on each of my arms. Not so good at long distances, but good at hitting opponents that kind of are moving around a lot, and also really good when you can get right up in somebody's face. In fact, it's better than a shotgun. Okay, you see that? Like, the bullets track that guy even though he's moving around. Oh, heat sword. We still haven't run into any plasma weapons. I actually just noticed that recently, that, you know, wow, I'm already on floor 4 and I haven't even run into the plasma cutter yet. And the plasma cutter is the most basic plasma weapon. No wonder my previous playthrough, like the challenge playthrough, I guess that's one of the major reasons now that I think about it that I never actually did a plasma challenge run. Because I probably couldn't find any plasma weapons. Hey, look at that. Heats up really fast, but just tears things apart. Oh, there's another type of rocket launcher. Did I get the other type before? I don't think I got the rocket launcher here yet. Let's see. I don't think I did. Pretty sure that's the first rocket launcher you run into. Yeah, because I got the repair systems and stuff. Heat sword and heat shield. Yeah, there's no way to preview items in this game either. I think Rengoku 2 will actually allow you to do that. I can't remember. I think you actually just have to equip them. But yeah, with that kind of power in just one of my guns now, as long as I can watch the heat on it, that's going to make things a lot easier. And we've actually only taken up half the time for the episode, so I should be able to plug the boss. I just went the wrong way. Plug the boss pretty quickly. Another howitzer, not complaining. Might as well kill these guys. More weapons. Ooh, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Not only did I kill him, I also practically, there it is, just filled up the overkill meter. That is really nice. This is what I wanted. This is what I've been missing. Now I can tell that this assault rifle that I have right here is a downgraded version because the heavy assault rifle that I really want can go on my chest, just like this howitzer is. And it's got a bit of a different model to it. Yeah, where is it? Yep. See? Down there at the very bottom on the left, and you'll see the right indicator says that it can only go on the head and the arms. So I'm going to keep it on my arm. I would prefer to keep it there. I didn't find a second one. No, please don't. No. I tried to hit sort, and it's the same button there to restore weapons to elixir skin, which means delete them, and I do not want to delete that thing. We're not going to be using any melee weapons. I don't need these pistols anymore at all. I have shotguns as backup. Not using micro needle guns. I do not need 5 howitzers. probably keep the second one around. I don't want the rocket launcher. The heat shield. Let's see. There we go. Just as an example. Let's see what it looks like on my chest. I'm not going to use it, but I do want to show off some of these models because the character design in this game is just amazing. But so that's that. And since we're going into a boss fight, I'm not going to need ammo, but I am going to need to keep myself on par. Oh, see how my legs suddenly match? There are actually sets in this game that look like they're supposed to go together. If I remember correctly, actually, the Gatling Cannon and the advanced energy packs, not these ones, like these are the basic ones. We haven't run into the advanced ones yet. But the advanced energy packs actually look like they fit in with the Gatling cannons. And one of the things that I like about this game is that your character appearance is kind of defined on what you use. And it's not like, you know, for example, Destiny, where, oh yeah, you can look however you want, but if you want to be as powerful as possible, you have to use the same thing as everybody else. No, it's not like that in this game at all. What you use is the most powerful. Now, I mean, everything has its own playstyle. Obviously, things that have more of a travel time need to be used more strategically. You have to, like, dodge something, and then while your opponent's locked into their animation, you can make a counterattack. Heat weapons are generally better to be aggressive and close up, like using flamethrowers and heat swords, or the stun gun, which I think is like half heat, half plasma. And then things like the howitzer are, again, used like plasma weapons. So it's one of the reasons why I don't see a use for plasma weapons, because if I can just carry a big cannon around and blow somebody away, then I've done my job. Oh! Brarios! If I remember right, this guy in Rengoku 2 is also a pretty interesting boss. You know, I'll probably get there and be completely wrong. I can't remember what that is on his chest. I'd like to say that that's, like a rocket, or not a rocket launcher, no, yeah, like a homing rocket launcher, but that's not the case. I think he's just got a special model. Some of the bosses do. I'll try to point them out next time we get to one of them. Because there is a boss in here that has... There are several bosses that have unique models, and I think Brarios is one of them. So anyway, this guy's pretty much accepted his fate. Oh! One more thing before I forget. His legs there, those are the advanced energy packs. Looks like just bullets strapped to your legs. I'm gonna shut up now, here we go. Oh no, he's got like a mortar cannon. Oh yeah, that was a thing in Rengoku 1. I forgot because they didn't bring those back for Rengoku 2. Oh! Okay, he's got a railgun. And grenades. And his grenades just overheated me, and now he's going to blow me away with that railgun of his if I don't get out of the way. There we go. Wait for the repair systems to do their job. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, there you are. What the? Ow. Yeah, the submachine guns are more meant to, like, pressure enemies while they're dodging. And down he goes. Railgun. I don't know if I'll be using that. I might replace that on my chest, depending on, I'll have to try it out anyway. Regardless. Because I do want to try out and see what kind of stats it gives me. So let's have a look. They're not kind enough to just tell you what stats it gives you either. Oh, this is the downgraded railgun. This. Okay, hang on. Equip. Check this out. Again, if you've seen the opening cutscene, there's the most basic version of the main character's headpiece. I just want to kind of show that off, sorry. I think I'll put the rifle on secondary here instead of the auto bowgun. And yeah, we'll throw on the railgun here and we'll see what stats it gives us. Although now that I've seen it, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like bullet and plasma. And we'll see what kind of damage it does too. I might keep it on for now. Okay, yeah, no, it's one of those. Oh, wait. Yeah, that guy had a heat axe. Yeah, look at that. It takes a lot of time for it to actually charge up and fire, and then when it does fire, it gives you a lot of extra heat. I'm not a fan. At this point, I don't even think it matters what kind of stats it gives me. It's just not going to be useful. So once again, we've moved up. Things are cleaner. Things are nicer. Our floor theme changed. And, oh wait, actually, we have 2 exits to the main room. Alright, let me put back on my other chest piece. Actually, let's give this a shot. I mean, I'm not going to do it right now. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I am going to leave that for the next episode. I am going to get rid of these rockets. I'm going to get rid of that railgun. Get rid of the auto bowgun. Get rid of the heat axe. And actually do a little bit of upgrading. So, generally, I like to prioritize getting at least 2 weapon slots for each body part, excuse me, before I do anything else. But then I also like to try to keep up with my heat resistances. I try to keep them all the same value. I probably should start upgrading my health. It's kind of cheap, so I think I'll just mash that up a little bit. Darn, I'd like to go higher than that, but I can't. And then I don't have enough to level those up. I could pick out another one of those, or I could bump these up a bit, which seems like a smarter idea. Alright. That'll do it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll cut through to the next one right away. See you in a bit.